tuned in to Christian & Co. I'm Christian. You can call me Chris. And in today's episode of Christian & Co., I guess, girl, we are going to be getting into some of the unpopular opinions about hairstylists. And I'm a hairstylist, so we're going to get into it, okay? I feel like clients y'all just don't get it. And I understand why you don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect you to get it because you don't do hair. So I understand why you don't get it. But, you know, it was a lot of anger, girl. It was a lot of frustration. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Now, first things first, if you come across any stylist who requires you to wash, blow dry, detangle, bring your own comb, shampoo, conditioner, edge control, needle and thread. If you come across a stylist like that and you don't want to book with them, just don't book. If you come across a stylist that's charging, $700 for some box braids, just don't book. If you come across a stylist that's, wanting you to do all of this shit and they ain't gonna do nothing but, spray some hairspray on you when you get there and charge you $85 and you ain't cool with that, don't book with them. There's a stylist for everybody. Some people don't mind, going to stylists where they have to detangle, blow dry, bring their own needle thread, edge control. Some people don't mind that. That's why the people getting bookings, and that's why their policies are what they are, because people are abiding by them and people are paying that amount. If it ain't for you, if it ain't in your budget, if you don't want to have to do all that to yourself, then go to somebody who is going to do all of that. So that's just that. I wanted to get that out first because I saw a lot of people saying stuff about pricing and policies and stuff like that. But it's like, if you don't want to go to that stylist, then just don't go. Like I would never go to a restaurant, or not even go to the restaurant, look on a restaurant's website and see the menu and be like, oh, well, they got this and they got this and they ain't got this and they want me to do this and they got this and they ain't even got this. And it's like, okay, well, are you going to go? No. Okay, well, shut the hell up and find a restaurant you do want to go to. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of pointless to just, hone in on a stylist that isn't for you when you can find a stylist that is for you in the same amount of time that you're taking complaining, basically. So that's how I feel about that. All that moping and complaining, I just feel like it's unnecessary. Just find a stylist that's for you. I have gone to hairstylists before, you know what I'm saying? I always usually do my own hair, but, there's times when I want to get this done or this done, and I don't know how to do it myself, or I can't do it with my nails or something, and I've gone to other stylists. And if I ask you how much your stuff is and you tell me it's $500, I'm going to say, thank you, have a nice day. I'll let you know if I want to book, and I go ask somebody else. It's never like, God damn, these motherfuckers trying to, it's not that deep. It's just not that deep. So that's that. So I just wanted to say that and put that out there. Now, moving forward, something that I saw a lot of people saying was that they don't like going to stylists that don't wash their hair. Now, people have been saying and talking about this for the longest. Going to a hairstylist and a stylist does not wash your hair. A shampoo is not included in the service. It might be extra or something. And let me tell you something. I've worked at home and I've also worked at a shop on when I was doing booth rent or whatever. So I kind of have the best of both worlds as far as experience goes. I've also worked at like a school. Like I've been in school. So I was doing hair in school where I wasn't getting shit, So basically, washing your hair and getting your hair washed by a stylist is a privilege. The same way going to a stylist is a privilege. A stylist don't have to do nothing because you don't have to go to a stylist. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get this included for free. They don't have to give you a complimentary this. They don't have to give you a trim for free. They don't have to do this because you don't have to go to them. So if they want to charge you A, B, C, and D and charge you out the wazoo for every little snip and tuck and nip and tuck that they do, they have the right to do that. And you have to understand that as a client, you're going to somebody for a service. So you don't have to go to them and they don't have to give you nothing for free, basically. So a lot of people were, having issues, like I said, about stylists not wanting to offer a wash to every client and things of that nature. And let me tell you why they don't and why I don't and won't. So basically for me, I don't include a wash with every service. If somebody comes to me and they want to wash their hair, fine, I'll do it for them. But I don't include a wash with every service. I will include a wash if I'm doing a silk press or something like that where you need to get your hair washed. But if I'm doing box braids, if I'm doing goddess locks, if I'm doing tribal braids, if I'm doing crochet, if I'm doing anything where I'm about to be in your head for, like 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, I am not washing your hair. And the reason for me is 2 reasons. One of the main reasons I feel is timing purposes. Me washing your hair is not just me washing your hair and then going. I'm going to shampoo your hair twice because I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to shampoo it twice, I'm going to condition it, and then I'm going to have to blow it out. So that could be an extra 30 minutes to an hour depending on like the texture of your hair that I'm adding onto your service that you want for free, that you just want included. Like you want me to wash your hair, condition your hair, and blow it out for free. And that's just not about to happen. Depending on the texture of your hair, depending on the way your hair is, somebody might have eczema. So it's going to take me a lot longer to wash your hair because you have built up products and flakes and dead skin on your head. You might have a client that has psoriasis. You might have a client that has a lot of chemical burns. You know, you don't know what is going to get in your chair when somebody's like, oh, can you wash it real quick? And you're like, yeah, I can wash it real quick. And you end up taking an hour and 30 minutes to wash your hair when you have another client coming because you thought it was only going to take 2 hours for your service, and now it's taking 3.5 hours. You see what I'm saying? So it's an inconvenience to the stylist when you come knowing that a wash isn't included and you try to get a wash included. It's also an inconvenience when a wash isn't included and you're like, well, hey, can you wash it? And they ask, we're like, okay, it'll be an extra 30 or it'll be an extra 10. It'll be an extra 25, however much it is extra, and you don't want to pay it because you feel like you're owed that. You're not owed nothing. Okay. And I don't want to sound rude or anything like that, but you ain't owed nothing because you ain't got to come to me. You can figure out how to do your own box braids. You can figure out how to do your own goddess locks. I did it. So you can do the same thing. You know, like you can figure out how to wash your hair by yourself and curl it and install wigs and stuff like that. The reason you coming to me is because you don't want to do your hair. So whatever I say in this place is just going to have to go. That's it. And if I ain't going to offer you a wash, then you just ain't going to get one. And that's just it. It might suck. It might be inconvenient, but that's just what it is. You are not entitled to nothing when you come to a stylist. You just not. So time is a big thing. It can really push your time back when you weren't planning on washing, you know, somebody's hair, especially if you have a client that comes later. If you have a client that comes at like 6 or 7 o'clock to get something done, and you hoping that, you know, you're going to be out the shop or done doing hair by midnight, and then now you're doing hair till 1, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning because they needed a wash and a set and, you know, like all of that extra stuff. So timing has a lot of things to do with it. And also product. When I buy product to shampoo and condition my clients, I am buying top of the line products. I am not buying the Dollar Swab, the VO5 from the Family Dollar. I'm not buying that. I'm buying top of the line product. 9 times out of 10, I'm using Paul Mitchell products where a bottle this big is $34. Like I'm using a lot of expensive products to wash and condition my clients because usually it's for a silk press. And when you're doing a silk press, you don't have time to cut corners with washing and conditioning. That's one of the most important steps of a silk press, the wash and condition, in order to get that hair stretch and lengthen as much as possible. So I don't have no BS shampoo and conditioner on deck if you want box braids and want your hair washed. Meaning I'm going to have to use my expensive stuff because you don't really need no $45 shampoo and conditioner for me to wash your hair and I'm about to put some box braids in. I can just use some Dove shampoo and conditioner and put some box braids in because you ain't about to be wearing your hair out. You just need it clean. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have no bullshit shampoo and conditioner on deck. So I'm going to wash you with the $30 stuff. Now when I have a client that comes for a silk press, I don't have any shampoo and conditioner for them because I'm using it on clients that don't need a wash with that service. The biggest thing for me, and I feel like this is why people don't offer washes with every style, is because it's time consuming. No matter how thin your hair is, whatever, it is time consuming. You have clients that are like, well, it will only take you 20 minutes to wash and blow me out, and maybe that's true. But I can't be like, oh, I'm going to do yours and then not do yours because it's going to take 1 hour and 30, but I'm going to do yours because it takes 20 minutes. You can't do that. If you're offering a wash and blow dry to every client that comes, that means every client that comes through that door. So you don't know what kind of hair they have. So you might think it's going to take you 3 hours to do this, and now it's taking you 5 hours because it took you 2 hours to wash, condition, and blow dry somebody's hair. Another thing is, if you are offering a wash and condition with every blow dry, clients will take advantage of it because y'all take advantage of everything. A client will come to you with their hair nasty, dirty, caked up, full of dirt, full of grime, with a 4-month-old sewing in, a sewing that they done had in for 6 months, and expect you to wash, condition it, you know, like blow it out and have them out of that chair in 2 hours. And it's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. So I feel like the expectations of clients is kind of warped. Some clients think that a wash and condition and blowing out is, you know, just something quick and easy that you can add to a style, but that's not the case. Some things are quick and easy, like a trim literally takes under 30 seconds. So that can be added, that's no problem. But for you to want to add a wash, condition, and a blow dry to every style, it's just not practical. It's not going to happen, especially if you're doing hair on a time schedule where you have 10 clients to see in one day. Everybody is not about to get washed and blowed out. It's just not going to happen. When I was working in Baton Rouge, the lady in my shop, I know for a fact that she will make over $2,500 in one day doing braids back to back to back. And if she was taking the time to wash, condition, and blow out all of those natural hair clients, then she would literally cut her money in half. And it's just not worth it. When you can tell someone to come wash and, you know, conditioned and dried, and then you handle everything else and make it, you know, fine. I feel like that's the least that clients can do, is just come with their hair clean if they want, you know, a quick and easy service like that. Now, if you want a silk press or if you want color, then of course your hair is going to get washed and conditioned and all that good stuff. But if you just coming for some box braids or something, your hair is not about to get washed. I will never wash a client's hair that's just coming for box braids. It is time consuming, and I'm wasting my product on you because you don't really need a $50 shampoo and conditioner. You don't need that. You know what I'm saying? My client with the silk press needs it. And 9 times out of 10, my clients are natural. I don't really work with too many clients who get relaxers. And y'all know good and well that a bottle this size of conditioner is probably going to last me 3 clients. When you natural, that conditioner be going. It do not last long. So if I'm going to be doing that for everybody, then I'm going to spend more money on product as well. A lot of people also talk about, you know, stylists that are in salons versus stylists that are at home. And, you know, you get your pros and your cons with both of them. Stylists that are at home, you know, they can be in a really nice environment, really clean, really nice. They also could have like dogs and cats and iguanas and lizards and birds and shit in the house, you know what I'm saying? You just don't know. You can go to somebody's house and be in and out in a few hours. You can go to somebody's house and be out there all day waiting. You can go in a salon and be there all day waiting. You can go in a salon and be in and out. So it just depends. But, you know, it just depends. A lot of people also have a problem with paying deposits. Now, the reason why you have to pay a deposit is because you have clients that don't show up. You have clients that tell you they on their way and they don't show up. You have clients who want to book for them and their 3 kids, and you have the whole day blocked off for them and they don't come. So deposits are necessary and they are mandatory to make sure that the client is going to come. Sometimes you're going to have clients that pay the deposit and they don't come. It's like, okay, fine. Even if you don't come, I still got the 25 or the 10 or the 15 or whatever. I still have that. So now I can book somebody else. But to have your whole day blocked off, or 3 or 4 hours blocked off, and you're not making no money because they don't show up, it's just not worth it. You will have to pay a deposit. Yes, there are some stylists who will book and, you know, charge a deposit and they never hit you up and you get scammed out of your $20 or whatever the case may be. But you need to do your research on your stylist. Don't send nobody no $50. Don't send nobody no $40. Don't send nobody no $150 for no deposit when you have never seen their work before. They're telling you that, you know, they got a wig coming made for you and you got to give them 50% up front. Don't be a fool. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that somebody has client reviews. Make sure somebody has multiple pictures of their work. If somebody has an Instagram, a website, you know, ask around, see if you know anybody who's been to this person. You want to make sure that you're doing your full research and you're not just giving somebody your money when you know that you aren't getting anything back from that. Professionalism is really, really important. You want to make sure that people are professional and that you are booking with a stylist who is professional and someone who is going to give you more bang for your buck. All in all, you know, every stylist is different. Every client is different. Every client wants more from their stylist. But at the end of the day, I think that we all need to understand that going to someone else for a service is a privilege. You know, if you don't get your hair done, you ain't gonna die. That's not a necessity. That is a want. That is a need. That is a luxury to go to someone else and get your hair done. And if they don't want to do this or they want to charge you extra for this, then you're just going to have to deal with it. And if not, you're going to have to find somebody else. It's the same thing if you're going to a restaurant and, like I said, they don't offer you free dessert or they don't offer you a free drink or something. Oh, well, you're there. You didn't have to go there. You could have cooked at home. but you didn't want to, so you went. If you're going to a hotel and, you know, like they're offering you free breakfast, but they don't got the fruit and the waffle maker and this and this, and all they got is cereal and milk. Oh, well, you could have had breakfast at your home. You could have did that shit at your house. But you came here and this is what we offering you. This is a luxury, so just accept it. You will have stylists who will offer you the wash and the treatment and this and this and this and this and this, and it'll be beautiful for $30. You will have that, you know what I'm saying? And if you find that, then good luck, and, you know, keep going to that person. But that's not always going to happen. When you have stylists who are seeing clients back to back to back to back to back, then you have to know realistically, ain't nobody about to see 10 clients in a day and be washing and blowing out every single client. It's just not realistic. It's just not practical. It's not going to happen. The same thing goes with prices. You know, people are going to charge what they feel like they're worth. If you have a stylist that charges $30 for a silk press, you might have another one that charges $120. That's what they think they're worth, so that's what their prices are reflecting upon. So, you know, it just really depends on what you are willing to pay and what you are willing to put into your look and how much you want to, you know, pay to get your hair and your nails done and all of those things like that. But yeah, I just feel like a lot of people have a lot of opinions about stylists and they just don't really know or understand. And I mean, after this video, you might even have more unpopular opinions. You might not still not understand, but it's just an inconvenience to the stylist at times, and it's time consuming, and it's going to just eat up your money. And I mean, if you were going to offer a wash and blow out with every style, then it would have to go up in price, and people wouldn't like that either. So, you know, as a stylist, you also have to understand that you can't please everybody, that you can do the best that you can to please the people that you know are going to book with you, but you cannot please everybody, and that is just fine. You know, there's always going to be people who have a problem, and it is what it is. It's fine at the end of the day. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video about me just kind of explaining how I feel about some unpopular opinions about hairstylists. As always, if you have any comments or, you know, suggestions that you want me to do, leave them down below in the comment section. Follow me on all of my social media. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Bye.